YouTubers, Bowflexers, welcome to a HIIT workout today. And what that means is we're going to be working out to a clock rather than counting our reps. So we're going to be doing 40 seconds of work followed by a 20-second break. So this is going to be pretty fast-paced. And as part of that, we're going to have our Bowflex set up to just be one weight setting our entire workout, and we're going to have one handlebar setting the entire time. So we got the clock right up here behind me. We've got our Bowflex right behind me. And I'm going to assume you're all warmed up moving into this workout. If you're not, now would be a good time to pause, take a few minutes, stretch, warm up, and whatnot. So this workout, instead of being the normal handlebars down here, I've designed this workout to be all lifts using these top pulleys. And the reason I've done that is some of the exercises on the Bowflex, I can't get it to be high enough resistance from the seated position, and especially for chest and triceps. So this workout's really going to target both your chest, triceps, hit your back. We're going to have one set on your biceps, and then just a little bit on your core. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to rack up our weights. And you'll notice on mine, I have all of my beams all tied up here with a bungee cord. And the reason I do that is it keeps my beams healthy or strong and maximizes the resistance. If you leave them taut the entire time or in this position, they're going to get weaker in time. So in terms of weight, if you're advanced, I would go with a 50 and a 30. If you're intermediate or beginner, I would only rack up 50 pounds on each side. So we'll get that all set up. And then we also need to set up our pulley right up here. So I gotta move my handles and rerun this cable. And we're getting close to being set up here. So about this workout, we're going to have a total of 20 different sets going on here. And each set is going to be 40 seconds, followed by a 20-second break as we get positioned for the next lift. So I've got mine all racked up, and I'm going to go ahead and just show you what this first lift is going to look like. So this is what I like to call the leaning chest press. And so you're just going to be facing the opposite direction of the tower. You're going to lean forward, and you're just going to press. You're going to do this for that full 40 seconds. Now, this might seem pretty easy at first, but by the time we get to the end, it's going to get a lot tougher. Now, I like to rest my knees on the bench here, and that gives me a little bit more stability. If I want a little bit more resistance, I can lean forward a bit more. And really what you want to do to maximize your resistance is get the beam or the rod all bent down all the way. The further it gets into the bend, the more resistance you got. All right, so we're on a 20-second break here. So we're going to do two of the same set, or same lift twice in a row, and then we're going to move to the next lift each time. So another thing you can do with this lift is you can actually bring the handle underneath a little bit and press forward as well. It's just another little variation on it. It's a bit more of your lower chest. Again, you can stabilize yourself on the bench a little bit with your knees or grip there. All right. Now, if you're a beginner, you can, stop at the 30-second mark, do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. But if you're intermediate or advanced, try to stick through these for the full 20 seconds. So this is the full 40. So our next lift here is going to be a lat pull down. You're going to be sitting facing the tower, and you're just going to pull the weights, to your shoulder into your chest, and you should really feel it in your back. And you can go a little bit further back too. And again, that increases the resistance. The more the power rods bend, the deeper the resistance gets. So we're going to end up doing 10 sets, take a minute off, and then do 10 more sets. All right, so we're going to do another set of these. This lat pull down here. And then after that, we're going to move to another back workout called the reverse fly. Let's stick with the lat pull down for just a moment. All right, another 40 seconds on. You know, if this is still too easy for you, you've done this workout before, you could add more rods. For me, I found 80 pounds on each side for this 20-minute workout is just about right. Should get your heart rate up, kind of a cardio lift. Pretty, kind of like those, get your heart rate up and also build some strength. So, all right, next we're moving over to the cross reverse fly. Now this might just be the hardest lift we're going to do all of today. So you're going to grab the left handle with your right hand and vice versa. So you're going to be crossing over, and then you're just going to pull out like this. And you should just be able to see, you know, the wire or the pulley in front of you crossing over, and just think about your motion. Keep it nice and smooth. Don't go too fast. Keep your arms out wide. All right. Take a quick breather. We got another 15 seconds or so, and we're going to get right back into that exact same lift. Whew. Hope you're all doing well out there today. You can make it through this workout. Got to feel good about yourself. Getting in here, putting in the 20 minutes. Building some strength, burning some fat. Now, here's where the lift is really getting tough for me. Stick with it. You're almost there. You can breathe, exhale on the way out. All right, the hardest lift is behind you now, but it's not easy sailing all the way from there. We're going to go right into a standing fly now. You're going to have your back to the tower, and it's going to be kind of a similar position as the first. Instead of pressing out, you're going to do a nice wide fly. And bring your hands together. Again, you can lean forward, stabilize yourself on the bench with your knees, or squeeze the bench a bit. You really want to have a smooth fly. The only problem is right down here, you lose some of the resistance, but the wide area out here is just some nice smooth resistance here. Alrighty. Hope we're all doing good out there. Always feels good to get your workout in, especially when you're done with that workout. So stick with it. You're almost halfway there. We're going right into another set of standing flies here. And keep it nice and smooth. All right, this next workout or lift is going to be what I call the standing trunk twist. This is a little different. So you're going to be standing opposite side of the bench as the handle. And I'm going to go ahead and show this to you now a little early. So you're going to grab up here and then just twist. What you want to do is keep your core engaged the entire time. Kind of keep your arm straight and out the entire time. You don't want to put your shoulder or your bicep into this. You want to engage the core. So just twist with your stomach here. Some people might call this the lumberjack or the real bad golf swing. Oh, now we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to the other side, reaching across. And I also like to kick out my the opposite leg a little bit further, so it's a little bit more of a range of motion here. So this is really kind of working the obliques, core, a little bit of your abs. Almost to halftime here, guys. Alrighty, that's our countdown timer, and we're gonna have a 1 minute break. I'm gonna grab a little water. And so you got a minute here to recover a little bit, and we're gonna have, and we'll get right back into the next round of lifts. So, take a breather, or if you got it in you, you can run in place or do some jumping jacks or do another lift or something. But what I want to ask is, those of you watching this video, making it this far, if you like the video and you want to see more, hit the like or subscribe or comment. And I'm not doing this to make money or anything. It just helps me stay motivated. If I have people watching and liking these videos, then I'm going to keep putting videos out there. So this is only my second one. I'd like to do a few more at least. Kind of things to mix it up. And again, this workout, I want it to be all about using this top pulley, because the first one, it was all the bottom pulley, and maybe I'll do some ones where I mix it up a bit. But keeping it all same weight and same setting keeps this workout fast. So anyways, we're going to get right back into it. We're going to lead off here with another leaning chest press. Now, again, kind of stabilize yourself with the legs on the bench. And you can also bring your hands underneath too if you want. For me, I get just a tad more resistance. So this is the only lift we're going to be doing twice. We've got 9 different lifts here. This is the one that we're repeating. And it might just be because I really like bench press and push-ups. So it's been kind of my favorite lift. And I wasn't getting that out of the Bowflex until I figured out this leaning chest press. So we're going to do one more set of those. And then we're going to move into some tricep pull downs, a little bit of crunches, a little bit of biceps, and then kind of a different final lift called the archer. Now, I don't know if you guys hear my Bowflex creaking away. I need some oil or something. Hope that doesn't come through on the video. we're going to move into the tricep pull down. This is probably the second hardest lift of the entire workout. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you this. So maybe facing the tower, and all you're going to do is just pull down. You want to get your hand to like a 90-degree angle and then push down. Now, these are, for me, not hard at first. But to do these for 40 seconds straight gets tough. Now you want to, don't rock your back, keep your back, straight, and try to look right ahead at the tower, unlike me, looking at the camera. Another variant you can do is you can kind of twist your hand just a little bit, almost do a hammer grip and pull down. Oh, all right. 20 seconds, and maybe shake it out a bit. And then we're getting right back into another tricep pull down work. 3, 2, 1. Another thing too is if you want to step away just a little further back from the tower, brings up your resistance. Step in for less resistance. Oh, it's getting tough. Almost there, guys. All right. Next, we're moving to a standing crunch. You're going to have your back to the tower. And I'm going to go ahead and demo this a little bit. So I like to have my butt kind of up against the tower and my knees against the front of the bench. And I'm going to just crunch down. Now, this is working my obliques and my abs a bit. If that is too hard a position to get into, another option or variant of this is you can kind of get in a squat position. I'm kind of sitting on this bar right here, and then crunch it down. Bring your elbows through your knees. And I kind of prefer this one here. And if you're real advanced at this one, you could actually kind of lean forward a bit and then kind of, get a little bit away from the tower. It's going to increase your resistance. You have to stabilize it a lot more. All right, 40 more seconds here, guys. Now, by my count, this is flip number 16 right here. So you're almost there. Just keep pressing forward. If you made it this far, don't quit now. All right, so our next flip, it looks a little weird. It's called the hanging bicep curl. And you could also consider this like a hanging pull-up and kind of do a variant depending on what works for you. So you're going to sit down and you're going to lean back. Now be careful not to hit your head. And then you're going to do some curls just like this. Now these are pretty tough, but it feels like perfect resistance for me. Now if that's not working, you can go up a little bit, or you can kind of pull down and turn this into more of a back workout. Now I really like this curl, perfect resistance. And by lying on your back with curls, it's really easy to put your back into a bicep curl. And this prevents you from doing that. So again, when lying back, make sure you don't hit your head. You need to kind of squeeze a little bit in here. And we're going to get right back into it. 3, 2, 1. During your home stretch here. Flip number 18. 10 more seconds. Finish strong. Stay with me. All right, so next we're going to do what I call the seated archer. So you're going to be sitting up tall, and you're going to stay gripped on your right hand, right handle. And you're going to reach out like you're pulling a bow back. You can just go like this. I'll show it on the other side here too. And I like to think of myself as I'm pulling back a bow and just about to launch an arrow. This is going to be working your rotator cuff, a little bit of your shoulder and back. You know, I kind of like to think I'm some like medieval archer, you know, in the movies where you see them with the fiery arrow and they're about to shoot it into the enemies. This is what I'm imagining as I'm pulling back that handle. So I'm going to flip it and just doing the other side. This is going to be our final rep of the day. Less than a minute left, guys. All right, here we go. You're just lining up that arrow and you're just going to launch it into the enemy. Last 10 seconds. Finish strong, no quitting. All right, and we've done it. So, good work, YouTube. Thank you for watching. And again, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. All of that's just going to keep me motivated. I'll try to keep putting out more of these. Thanks so much.